Welcome back to PDSN, Personal Digital Sovereignty Network. Today we're talking about something that's been bugging me for years. Honestly, it's getting worse in 2026. People mixing ecosystems like it's harmless. It's not. It's the biggest security risk in modern tech. Everyone wants convenience. Nobody wants to admit convenience is how we lose control of our digital life. Let's make this crystal clear. Cross-platform apps are fine. Cross-platform identity is not. Running Windows apps on a Mac is cool. Running Linux apps on Windows is totally fine. Running Android apps on Windows, no problem. Because apps do not automatically carry identity. But the second you start syncing passwords, browser tokens, credit card autofills, phone numbers, cloud identity, account recoveries, saved addresses, authentication cookies. You're no longer using an app, you're merging ecosystems. And merging ecosystems means you're merging attack surfaces. People think syncing Chrome to Edge or Edge to Chrome is just a convenience. No, it's an identity federation. The Identity Federation means shared risks, shared attack circuits, shared recovery chains, shared authentication tokens, shared cloud exposure. You're basically giving one ecosystem keys to the other. This is why I've always said, pick a side, pick an ecosystem, stick to it. Identity must remain locked in the origin platform. Look, loyalty pays off. I remember in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s, there was loyalty to, if you watched your mother and your father and you went grocery shopping, you learned one thing. If they used Ivory soap, they always used Ivory soap, no matter the cost, no matter whether it was convenient. Sometimes they would go out of their way, 2 or 3 different stores before they found the brand that they were loyal to. And it paid off. Do not mix things. Stay loyal. Pick a side, stick with it. It really is the secure way, the safest way, the most sovereign way. Be in control of what you're doing. Don't give away your control to everybody for convenience. Remember back when, it depends on how old you are, some people won't remember, some people will have heard about it. Messenger wars. If you're old enough, you remember Messenger wars. MSN Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, AIM, ICQ, Google Talk, and then came third-party apps showed up, trying to merge everything. Trillion, Pidgeon, Digsby. They wanted you to log in to all your accounts in one place. Convenient, sure, but it was a sovereignty disaster. Windows literally blocked these apps from staying synced with Messenger, not because of competition, because they were identity leaks. Microsoft understood the danger 20 years ago. Today, people repeating the same mistake with their browser that they repeated with their messengers. You cannot share passwords between systems. You can't, because one system is not secure. All right, you're just bundling all your trust into Trillion, who is a company that probably had a 50-cent server and no security. Windows is the weak link in 2026. They gave up Windows Phone, and no matter how much people didn't like it, or only a few used it, it could have been fixed. They could have reworked their operating system. How many times have they done it with Windows? How many times have they done it with Xbox and anything else they've owned, right? It can be changed. It can be made popular. You see what I'm saying? But they gave it up. That is why they're a mixed link. That is why they're too open now. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Windows is the weak link. Not because it's bad, but because it's open. Windows is the only OS that runs everything, syncs everything, integrates everything, supports everything, except every identity provider. Apple is a fortress. Google is a fortress. Microsoft used to be a fortress until they lost the phone. Without the phone, Microsoft lost unified identity, unified MFA, unified recovery, unified trust chain. Windows became the identity melting pot. That's exactly what you don't want. People complain about ecosystem lock-in, but the lock-in's literally security design. Apple locks in your identity, Google locks in your identity. Microsoft should lock in your identity. It's the most popular operating system in the world, but it gives your identity away. It blends them all together. In 2026, the safest strategy is one ecosystem, one identity provider, one authentication chain, one recovery chain, one device family. This is how to minimize token leaks. This is how to minimize sync corruption, MFA bypass, cloud exposure, identity hijacking. Convenience is the enemy of sovereignty. This is the part nobody talks about, but it's the smartest move. Phone A for your primary ecosystem, phone B for your secondary ecosystem. Two separate identities, two separate phones, two separate MFAs, chains, two separate recovery paths. One gets hacked, the other remains clean. This is how cybersecurity pros operate. This is how sovereignty works. Cross-platform apps, fine. Cross-platform identity, dangerous. Mixing ecosystems is how you lose control of your digital life. In 2026, sovereignty means isolation, separation, controlled identity, controlled authentication, controlled recovery. Pick a side, stick to it, protect your identity. This is PDSN. Stay sovereign. Like, follow, and subscribe. We'll be back.